welcome back to my channel. Today I am at the J. Paul Getty Museum in West Los Angeles. This is located on top of a hill in the Santa Monica Mountains, and everything about this place is stunning, from the architecture to the views to the gardens that I'm in right now to the art that they have inside. The Getty Museum is absolutely free to visit. There is a $20 fee for parking. So let's take a look around this amazing place. We're going to start in the gardens, but the gardens actually start up here with this sleek contemporary fountain. A thin vein of water pools here, then trickles into this hole. When we walk downstairs, you see that the water trickles into this pool. Look at this shape. It's like a giant vase has been bisected. This path leads to the gardens below. The water from above also continues down this path and cascades into this exquisite reflecting pool. The gardens are terraced around the reflecting pool. These gardens are so beautiful and so peaceful. If you really need a place to come and unplug, this is it. There are markers on the ground throughout the complex of places that are perfect to take a photo. Some of them are obvious, but some of them are not, like these stairs. This one's a no-brainer. It's gorgeous. There is so much to see here. The campus is so large that I think what you need to do is prioritize what's important to you and start there so you can spend the most time enjoying what you want to see most. For me, that's going to be the Impressionists. This room is easily the most popular in the museum, and it's my favorite as well. It contains paintings by the Impressionistic masters. There are Renoirs, Degas, Monet, and behind me, Van Gogh's irises. After cutting off his ear, Van Gogh entered an asylum in Saint-Remy, France. During his year in the asylum, he painted 2 canvases every day. Irises was one of the first paintings he did there. This is another favorite, Princess Leonela of Sein-Wittgenstein by Winterhalter. This was considered a very risque painting because the pose is more reminiscent of a concubine in a harem than of an aristocrat. It is very alluring. This painting used to have a swatch of fabric that was from the dress that she wore in this painting, but it's no longer next to the painting. If you bump into a tour like this one, you might be able to overhear what they're talking about. They're really knowledgeable and interesting. However, in this case, they were standing in front of the pastel I really wanted to see. So, here are some other pastels while we're waiting. This is the pastel I wanted to see. It's Pierre Bonnard's design to get a job advertising Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge literally means the red mill. The red circles in the background represent the mill, and the yellow around the can-can dancer is from the show lights. Unfortunately, Bonnard lost his commission to Toulouse-Lautrec. Here's Lautrec's winning design. It was this commission that made Lautrec famous almost overnight. This contemporary photograph is pretty incredible, except it's in the gallery of European paintings from 1700 to 1800, so really not the right place for it. I found out later that this is part of a series called In Dialogue, contemporary photographs scattered throughout the museum. It's a great way to get people to notice something new. This 1847 drawing by German artist Johannes Niesen looks a lot like Casey Neistat. This exhibit sadly ends tomorrow. This is a retrospective of the work of Imogen Cunningham. Now, women in the early 20th century were not expected to be career women. They were expected to get married and have a family. But Imogen Cunningham not only opened her own studio in the early 1900s, she was a photographer. She was one of the first photographers, a very early innovator in photography, and she continued throughout her life until she passed away in 1976. So this is just an abundance of her work. This captivating photo by Judy Dater features Imogen Cunningham on the left and Twinka, the naked model, on the right. Judy and Imogen were instructing a photography class organized by Ansel Adams in Yosemite in 1974 called The Nude in the Landscape. The idea for this photograph was inspired by this painting of Persephone by Thomas Hart Benton. On Thanksgiving Day in 1985, an unknown man and woman followed staff into the Arizona Museum of Art. While the woman distracted the guards, the man went upstairs, quickly cut Willem de Koonik's painting Woman Ochre out of its frame, ripped it from its backing and rolled it up, and the couple left. The entire theft took 15 minutes and the thieves were never caught. The painting was recovered after the thieves died and the contents of their home, including the stolen painting, sold. The thieves had significantly damaged the painting in their theft, and this exhibit showed the restoration. The South Pavilion contains French and German decorative arts, which is from the 1600s and 1700s and influenced a lot by King Louis XIV. I'm on the roof of the South Pavilion, which has really interesting sculptures and incredible views. I got here at 11 this morning. It is almost 5 and the Getty closes at 5:30. This has been absolutely fantastic. If you are in LA, the Getty definitely needs to be on your must-see list. I hope this helps you find your adventure. Thank you for watching.